Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of God Eater Resurrection. I am your host, Drac, and today we're going to be taking on another story mission, or two, or three. It depends. I might take on a story mission and then go and make another bullet. Then again, do you guys really want to see me make more bullets in these episodes? No, it's not very fun, is it? So, as you guys can see, I need new free missions. I have just about hunted everything to extinction. I do need to hunt this Vajra though. And I need to hunt this Vajra a lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. Trust me. The Vajra is the first thing you're really gonna need to farm. Or want to farm. And I will show you why. And, like, some of you are face palming right now. Oh, why do you have to show us why? I'm not going to show you upgrades. I'm just going to show you the weapons. You get that from a Vajra. You get that from a Vajra. You get that from a Vajra. That's from a Vajra. That's from a Vajra. Huh. That's a little weird. I didn't know there was no Vajra scythe. Then again, kinda makes sense. Anyway, moving on. That looks awesome, not gonna lie. I forgot what this was from. Having a brain fart. Excuse me. That's from a Vajra. There's no Vajra blast weapon. Apparently no Vajra shotgun either. Odd. That's from a Vajra. Okay. There was a lot less than I thought there were. Then again, you have 5 weapons, each needing 2 Chimera Fangs to craft. And in addition to that, you need more Chimera Fangs to upgrade them. I'm just going to show you. I know, I said I wouldn't, but here I am. Okay, so it was Chimera Spark Fur. You need this for every single one of them. Every single one. Which means if you have a lot of Vajra, which means if you have a lot of Vajra pieces on your weapon, or if you're like me and you want to collect everything. Well, if you're not on one specific weapon type and you spread your time out, like I did in the past, you'll be hunting Vajra for ages. And you can't break Chimera Spark Fur down into Chimera Fur. It don't work like that. So you have to hunt for Chimera Fur first, then you have to hunt for a whole bunch of Chimera Spark Fur, and then more Chimera stuff after that. So you'll be hunting Vajra a lot. Like, especially if you don't have the right skills on your weapons, which I intend to make our current loadout into a farming loadout, which I suggest a lot of people do in the beginning. You want to work towards skills and abandoned god arcs that give you the skills to do that. And I've already been rambling for 6 minutes. So let's go. Let's do this. Symbol of Swords. Go to Lissa Soma, let's do it. I'm pretty sure I can't change them. Nope. They're locked in, baby, and ready to go. You know, it might have been my drink.
How are you?
A little nervous, but mostly fine. I can't wait for you to arrive. Have you heard from him?
He sent you this charm to keep you safe during delivery. He's still beyond our reach.
Oh, Paler. So he's still angry, even now. I hope one day he knows that we did this for him.
Don't worry yourself, Aisha. It's not good for either of you.
Hold on to that charm for me, all right? Tomorrow. Keep it safe for both of us. You will bring joy to this world. My darling boy. My precious little boy. You will shield them from the origami. You will save them.
A purpose, Soma. You have a purpose. You shall purge this world of those beasts. You will see them all burn and fall.
His basal cell metabolism is extraordinary. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
That's impossible. I put 8 stitches in his wound yesterday. He can't be healed already. He can't be human.
Careful. You know he can hear halfway across the base. You don't want the director catching wind of this.
Soma the Executioner. I don't think anyone from his squad has survived.
Yeah, no chance they're getting me in that unit.
In only a few days, both Lindo and Eric died in the field? That's terrifying, man.
Oh, come on.
The doctor said your mommy died. He said if you hadn't been born, she could have made it.
No! You nearly gave us a heart attack, Soma.
You were shaking and mumbling. You all right?
Fine. I'm fine.
That's weird. Where's your trademark Soma disdain?
What? Just shut the hell up, Fujiki.
And there it is. Well, he's fine. Let's move out.
And now you know why Soma is the way he is. He keeps everybody at a distance just
All our readings are well
because he
within
thinks that
You can do this.
everybody sees him as a monster.
Soma, did you drop off for a moment there? Are you sleeping well?
I hope that's your concern.
There's a reason why my 4 slot is empty. And that's why.
Are you serious?
I figured if I wasn't using it.
Enemy orbital response is holding steady. Keep up the good fight. It's working. Keep up the attack. This is the end. Let him on. It's working.
Alright.
You've seen the final shadow.
You're in the final section.
See?
Tear through 'em.
It's always right when I go for a longer devour. This is right when he whips his tail around.
Let me get back out.
Every other attack is easily avoidable. You just have to watch out. You just have to watch out for that, for when he whips around with that tail.
Pathetic. Just die.
Alright. I can't tell if it's after me, but it doesn't really matter. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those deco shots.
Now, finish this. Enemy oracle response is holding steady. Keep up the good fight. Cut him hard.
Unsheath your claws and fight me for real.
Come on. Stay on your toes. Alpha 1, you're in the final seconds of first. Tear through him.
Yeah, your shots can also hit you.
This is the pace. I know you can win this.
You gotta be careful with those. Oh,
Alyssa, heal.
see, I saw that coming. Still couldn't block it.
You are strong.
And sometimes it'll just jump on you.
You just
You've seen the final shadow.
kill confirmed.
Rough barrel, imploder, rough barrel. Still, we're not getting difficulty 4 materials from these difficulty
Alpha 1,
4
burst time is running low.
small origami just yet. They'll have their own mission. See that right there?
Not good. Not strong.
Okay.
Pathetic.
Alright, it was activated. That's why the icon on the mini-map, the color changed. So, with sensitivity, I can see... Oh, you can even tell when an origami's knocked down? That's cool. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Alright. Yeah. When this particular origami gets lower health, it'll just do that with no warning. But if you see it rear back, and scream, if you hear it rear back and scream, then it's gonna do something with its tail. It's either gonna turn around and slam its tail into the ground. It's either gonna do a 180 and slam its tail into the ground, or it's going to spin around with that tail,
Was it good?
scraping the ground. So you have to be ready for either of those eventualities. Either way, you see it rear back. Either way, if you see it rear back. Ah, I lost my level 3 burst. That's okay. Either way, if you see it rear back and yell, that's your cue to block. Either block or evade.
Stay on your toes. Origami's falling back. It's going to try and find some food.
Alright. Yeah, you see?
Like a coward.
Gotta be careful with those orbs. They will hit your teammates.
Alpha 1, you're in the final seconds of burst. Tear through them.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. I didn't know that the origami became unaware of your presence when it went to go feed like that.
Mission accomplished. Prepare to return to base.
But
Just as I anticipated.
now we know what.
Survived another day.
Now we know what sensitivity does. It'll change the color of the dot on the minimap based on... Hold on, I want to get another area material here before before it fades to black. Did I grab this one? I did. Oh, didn't have enough time. Oh well. It'll change the icon of the map based on the state the origami is in, whether it...
Got it. I'll get started right away. Got it. I'll get started right away.
Let's keep this to a minimum, all right?
And I got to show you what support skill uses +1 does. I know I talked about it in a previous episode, but you just saw it then. You just saw it there. It not only allowed me to use that support skill use +1, but it didn't take away of my support skill use. So I was still able to choose 2 more support skills. And we'll see that reflected on the bonus down here. You see Soma got doubled, Hibari got 60. That's because I chose 2 of her support skills and 1 of Soma's. Now, the support skills didn't activate, which is odd. The only support skill that activated was gets consumable items, and that's Koda's skill. So really all I did by choosing them was give them additional points. And as you'll see, well, I'm not going to show you that. I've already gotten the max number of skills for these people. Except Alyssa. I actually needed Alyssa's points. I should have chose Alyssa. Oh well. Anyway, we saw how Soma is the way he is. Not only does he not need bias factor injections at all, but he also has heightened senses, and he heals faster than normal people. Now, I told you before that his skin color wasn't based on his race, and I was wrong. I didn't remember. I didn't remember that his mom was... I'm just gonna shut up before I dig myself into a hole I can't escape from. So, anyway... 19, I think we have enough time for 1 more, and I didn't... By the way, did you know that Dr. Sakaki has been looking for something? Apparently he dropped a data disk in the hall earlier. If you found it, please give it to him. Alright, let's see if we have any additional missions. No? We've unlocked some additional free missions, though. This is just for the challenge. Like I said, if you want to target farm just Vajra, you could do this. It's just going to be way easier on you. But if you want to challenge yourself, you could take on the free mission God of Thunder. Oh. Let me see. Freeze crystal, knit. It doesn't look like this particular mission gives you... what's it called? Gives you this particular Ogre Tales materials, and that is an Ogre Tale. That is a brand new Ogre Tale that we haven't seen yet. For the most part, these are challenge missions, except Treacherous Temple. Treacherous Temple is... We're not going to fight a Yaksha in the story for quite a while. And actually, I think the first Yaksha we fight in the main story... Sorry, I call it a Yaksha, it's not. It's a... Huh. Yaksha Raja. Okay, so yes, that is a different Yaksha. This particular Yaksha is a nasty. I believe this one is... I believe this one is just more... We don't have to fight a Yaksha yet in the story. We will eventually. And it may even be a variant. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Dr. Sakaki. What was I saying before? I forget these things sometimes. Anyway, let's go in.
I can be absent-minded indeed. Thank you for picking this up. Needless to ask, you didn't watch it, did you? No, of course not. Merely old memories, a youth long past. Ah, that does remind me, though. I needed to call you in anyway. I'd like you to obtain the core of a certain origami. The director left it to me to assign this task while he's gone. No one need know about this, yes? Not the director, no one. To be fair, I've assigned the task to Soma as well. Good kid, Soma. I would be ever grateful if you could find a way to solve this together. Oh, and to top that, congratulations are in order. I hear you have been recently promoted. Well, congratulations. Now then, tell me.
Thank you.
Have you ever heard of the Managarm Project? There was nothing admirable about that research. No, nothing at all. It lost me a dear, dear friend. And poor Soma was left behind, to shoulder the burden of all that darkness on his own. And well, I am ashamed to admit, I am responsible in part for his rage. I was hoping, in fact I would be in your debt, if you could reach out to him, befriend Soma.
Yeah. Sure, Soma's great. Soma. And yeah, that origami core he was talking about, well, I know what it is, but you'll see. You'll see. I think, if I remember correctly, it goes at the end of difficulty 4 is when we find it. Actually, I believe we find it here. It will be just Soma and I on this mission. We can take others. I can take other people. And it would make it a lot easier, especially if we're going up against these two. Take a freeze weapon. I'm not going to take a freeze weapon, but what I am going to do is take that rocket burst that I made in our bullet special. And let's let's take Tatsumi and Brendan. All right. Now, also, I've been meaning to show you urgent missions. So there's a chance in the next episode that I cancel this and go on the urgent mission. But if not, hey, I do want to just do the story with you guys whenever possible. So that's it for this episode. I thank you all for joining me. As always, stay safe, have fun, and remember, play your way.